Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the update. Today's going to be a nice short 5-minute video. I'm going over the levels that are important, what's happened over the past few days, and what I'm looking out for going next. I haven't taken any trades. There was the trade that could have been taken, which was essentially the high to get taken out of here, and that subsequently was about a 1% move down, I think. But yeah, 1%, which was something that I was looking at to potentially happen because you had these liquidity highs here and here. That being said, very low level probability trades, so not something I'm interested in taking. Now, the question today is what's going on, because we can see that we're forming a very, very tight consolidative range, okay? Now, what's happening is liquidity is being built on either side. Now, there's two local ranges of importance to me, and one is obviously this low down here, and one is this high right above here. Because the simple fact that is the value area section of this entire range. Now, this entire range has been going on for about 17 days. So that entire range that's where the volume is residing in terms of the discount and fair value, okay? Now, what I'd like to talk about is the fact that we're just trading just along the POC of the entire range. Now, that would warrant, to me, no trade, because we're trading at fair value. We're not trading at demand. We're not trading at supply. We're literally just trading on the POC. Terrible place to be taking along. That being said, price is obviously going to find out where it's going to make a move, right? So even the VWAP, we're trading right in the VWAP, and you could probably put a compression band there too. Yeah, same thing there. So what does this mean? Well, it means that price is compressing. Now, if you want to look at that on a Bollinger Band perspective, let's pop that up here, Bollinger Bands. You'll be able to see on the daily, actually the 4 hours for a better illustration. Yeah, you can definitely see we're starting to tighten up. Now, the fact that we're tightening up shows that inbound volatility is going to be happening very soon. Now, it might take a bit longer, but without that in my mind, I know that liquidity is being built here, 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 here. So the question is, do we take out the bottom first and go up, or the top? Now, on a nominal perspective, there's a lot more volume that's residing above these highs, okay? There's a lot of volume above here. There's more so than to the downside. However, is price going to let early longs get in and not liquidate them before we go? Usually price is a way of taking those positions out. So these levels I'll be looking at to take a long. Hopefully we can get there. Worst case, we can drop to 54K, take out this low, capitulate down here, then have our rebound up. Because I say that because I'm expecting price to push up at some point. The fact is that we also have levels to the downside. Now, this is why I'm level to level, and I'm actually not taking as many trades as you think. That being said, I have a very good capital protection rate, and I don't lose much money. And when I gain a fair bit. So it's a way to compound over time and not be rushing and greedy and trying to make money and trying to get rich quick. It's not what I'm trying to do on this channel. And if you're on this channel, you're not here for that, okay? You're simply here to wait and be patient and compound our money with the correct decisions. Now, there's a monthly down here at 58. We've also got ranges coming up, and yep, so that makes sense to me. Downside, let's have a look at what I marked out previously. Yep, so really that's a good level. I would like to see that happen. And to the upside, we've got levels above. So let's just zoom out so we can see what's happened essentially overall. Fallen into this big range, which is over here. As you can see, we're trading within it. We've got the upper band coming in there, lower band, yeah. So that's fair value. Let's just have a look here. Because what Bitcoin does is it likes to trade from one range to another. Now we've shifted back in this range. So one would say in this channel, we found support here. We rebounded up above, broke in, and now we're trading within this band. So we're compressing within this band of the entire channel. That spans way back. So I would say that, you know, I'm not going to actually say what I'm expecting to happen because I don't think that's the relevant point here. I think the relevant point is when we get to these levels, what do we do? Let's say we just rock it up from here, right? We just rock it up completely. Now, I did buy some spot at 66K, which I did notify my Telegram group, which you can actually check in this, you can follow these links in below and you'll see. Now, if we rock it up, spot, I'll make money on spot. Now, I want to see us go lower though, because I want to have these levels taken out. And I want this taken out. That being said, I'm ready for both directions. And someone said in the comments, flip-flopper, like as in I'm flipping between opinions and ideas and stuff. And the reality is, yes, you are going to be flipping between ideas as price does whatever it does and levels of support and resistance that you find to get into. But that doesn't even matter. You can still make money and still flip-flop. Now, overall, I am more biased to the upside because of the fact that we have higher liquidity levels to the upside. That doesn't mean we can't go down for a bit, okay? And how am I going to prepare for that? So if we go up, I have a spot. If we go down, I get into my leverage long positions. And then obviously invalidations would be losing those key levels down here at specifically $56,000 region. If you start losing 54, 56, then that would change the entire thing. So I wouldn't, that's not what I'm betting on though. I'm betting on the probabilities of what's going to happen. Anyway, all that matters is, are you making money or not? So that's the real question. There's just no point in having, you don't need to be right every single time to make money in the market. You just take a position from a point in the chart. You can hedge correctly. You can position yourself accordingly. And you can still make good money. So that's exactly how I'm doing it. And I have my biasing. I have my probabilities of what I expect. But obviously you don't control the market and what would happen. Now, the fact that we're just ranging the POC, as you can see, and we've also got the volume anchored VWAP, which is essentially the same spot, means it could really go either way right now, one or two. The question is, which way is it going to go? Now, I'm actually very torn right now because everything's suggesting to me that this entire move has just been a slow amount of shorts profit taking, because what we see is open just going down, CVD going sideways, price going up. So bit by bit, shorts have been taking profit. Nothing much. This move isn't very amazing, okay? That being said, it's not impulsive, so the chances of it just flushing down right now are probably not the highest. Same with the upside though. I think also because the geopolitical tensions we're facing right now with Iran, and that's causing fear in the market, that's causing people to not want to invest and touch the market because it could do a 1 wick down or 1 wick up based on a political headline we get. So it makes sense that price is doing this because of the fact of the situation going in the backdrop. If anything, it's really not a time to be trading. Like if you're in like perpetual trade specifically, if you're in a spot account, so it's fine. It's not that bad. But perpetual account, this is a dangerous place to be trading. I wouldn't be touching it. If I was touching the market, it would be down here, up here, locally. Like I'd be looking at those levels. I wouldn't just be taking a blind position. I'd be looking there. And then down here, and then up there, okay? So that's literally it. The rest of the game is just not touching the market. Just turn away. The thing is, you don't need to catch a good trade every day. You can compound slowly, and even slowly. What is that? It's not even slow anyway. Let's say every 2 weeks you get a good trade, a 3% move. 3% every week. Okay, there's 52 weeks in a year. That's a lot of percent. Okay, and that compounds pretty quick. So just be patient. Don't place a silly trade for no reason, and go and live your life. That's how I'm doing it, and it seems to be the best way from what all my 5 years of trading, and not rushing into things and just being patient, waiting for the levels to be hit. If they don't get hit, don't take a trade. If you miss it, so what? Go live a bit, get outside. That's exactly what I'm looking at. That's those levels I'm looking at. That's what I'm expecting. Yeah, that's it. So pretty much, if you guys want to subscribe to the channel here, give it a like, and then you have links here to follow through. Yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram and the Telegram community, and email if you're an exchange or anything related in the crypto industry. Anything that I might find interesting or partnerships for the future, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to be consistent here every day showing up. That's the game of the game, you know, just show up every single day and keep pushing forward and be patient. No need to rush. So I'm not taking any trades right now. So yeah, all right, see you guys later.